guys, it's Dave in real life and welcome to this new edition of Off the Crossbar. And in today's video we are looking at the England World Cup squad. Yes, it finally got announced yesterday and we're going to deep dive. I'm going to give you my thoughts and feelings about the selection basically and who I think should have gone, or am I happy with who's going. Obviously, we've done this with the Welsh team, and obviously we also had a deep dive into, I almost forget who the other team was now, the Brazilian national squad, that was it. My God. Yeah, so we are going to look into the England team. Also, we're going to look at some of the matches what were announced in the Carabao Cup draw. And obviously look forward to the weekend. There is a reveal of the Aston Villa club badge, which we will do at the end. But without further ado, talk about England. It's goalkeepers at Ramsdale, Pope and Pickford. I am not surprised about these picks, if I'm being all honest. Pickford's been England's #1 for quite some time now. Does a steady job. Is he the best goalkeeper in England? I mean, I'll leave that to you guys to argue in the chat. I do think Ramsdale's had the better season, and he certainly deserves his call up. Same with Pope. Pope's done amazing since going to Newcastle, so yeah, I really think that there's a shout there for both of them guys during this World Cup. I don't think it's just cut and dry that, hey, it's just going to be Pickford, but you never know which way Gareth Southgate is going to go with this. But I probably would put Pickford in the goal. He has been the regular goalkeeper at England for quite some time now. Then we go to the defenders. Quite a surprise entry, but Trent Alexander-Arnold hasn't had the best of seasons, playing a lot of the time away from the defence. I can see why he's had to take him no Reece James, which we were reported earlier in the week. So yeah, Trent gets up there automatically pushed into the England squad. We've got Connor Cody as well. We've got Harry Maguire, Shaw, Dyer, Stones, Ben White, Kyle Walker and Trippier. I know you're moaning. I can feel the tremors about Harry Maguire. Yeah, I get it. He hasn't had the best of seasons either, and he's a bit of a liability in that back four. But what he does bring is experience. He was part of the England team what got to the European Championship final last year. He knows tournament football. It's really hard to bring up players what have not experienced the national team at that level before. So yeah, Harry Maguire has done that, and I think that's why he made the selection. Personally, I don't think it's totally based on form. Trent wouldn't be going if it was based on form. Clearly, Harry Maguire wouldn't be going based on form, but it's experience is what he brings to this England team. So nice surprise call up for Connor Cody. He's done well since his move from Wolves to Everton. Ben White deserves his opportunity, and of course Trippier has been outstanding for Newcastle this season, so it's definitely his choice. Dyer maybe not so much. Maybe he doesn't quite need to be there, but like I say, Oded's experience, it makes sense in the long term. We go to the midfield area. We've got Bellingham, Gallagher, Mount, Henderson, Phillips and Rice. Nice inclusion there for Connor. Gallagher, he had a fantastic season away from Chelsea last year at Crystal Palace. Is a bright young talent. On it where you're going to get these younger stars experiences by taking them to these big events. I think that's what they're doing with Conor Gallagher, to be honest. Bellingham, already a massive success story. Certainly earns his place. Mount has been fantastic for the national team. Henderson, captain, old guard. It's pretty much same as Maguire. Is in there for experience. He is a leader. He certainly gets them riled whenever I've seen him in the England shirt. does the same at Liverpool, so I can totally understand why he's been included. Got Calvin Phillips, bit of a grey area. He hasn't really played for Man City. Putting him in this squad is a little bit of a stretch. Does he deserve to be there? I don't know. That's one of the grey areas for me, is the inclusion of players what really haven't even played for the club on a regular basis, i.e. either they're just bench warmers or they've been injured. I think Phillips had been out with injuries. I know why Southgate's picked him. He's been a part of that regular England setup. So that's why he's been included. Declan Rice, doing a fantastic job. Wouldn't surprise me if he leads West Ham in the near future for bigger, better clubs. Not that I'm putting shade on poor old West Ham. They're a decent club as they are. We go to strikers. We've got Phil Foden, Grealish, Maddison, Kane, Rashford, Saka, Sterling and Wilson. Fantastic news for Callum Wilson. He's had a great start of the season with Newcastle. It's just good little English striker. Deserves his opportunity. Maddison for Leicester. He's having a fantastic season as well. Didn't start so great for Leicester this season, I've got to admit. But once they got themselves sorted out, they've been on fire. They've been really good. And I've got to talk about Grealish. Pretty much the same as Phillips. It seems like if you play for Man City, you get a free pass to the England team. And I think that's what's happened here. I don't think he's a benefit to the England squad whatsoever. He doesn't strike me as the best player in the world. I don't know why he's going, in all honesty. He does barely gets into that Man City team on a regular basis. He's not that great when he does play. Yeah, I've got a problem with Grealish going to this World Cup. There's better players out there what probably deserve their chance more than he does. Obviously, I just think it's a grey area. I think him going pretty much sucks. Probably took in a position where somebody actually deserved to go. Obviously, names missing off this. A lot of people have been talking about Tomori, been talking about Abraham. Lots of talk about Burn of Newcastle. All great shouts. Maybe these are future stars for England to totally look at. Sancho didn't make the list. There's so many what could have gone instead of this. Hopefully a lot of these are on standby. If any of these guys get injured during the World Cup, that they'd just be able to make a call and one of these guys can come straight over. But yeah, this is the England team. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. As always, always love to get your feedback. We have talked about this on several of the live streams, so I do understand that there's probably talked about it way too much by now. But I always still like to get your feedback. Right, other news. Obviously, the Carabao Cup 4th round draw was made last night. Sadly, my watch along didn't get to its completion. I had to shut it off halfway through due to internet difficulties. Hopefully, don't have that problem for the Championship game tonight between Birmingham and Sunderland. Make sure you join me for that. It's going to be a good little stream. But yeah, the Carabao Cup did bring out one of the biggest games. And again, what else is going to happen literally days after the World Cup final? Yes, Man City versus Liverpool was drawn last night. Maybe people would say that would be too early in that cup for them to clash. But maybe the teams like Newcastle, Man United, who have got lesser teams, maybe, we'll be looking at this as one of the big boys, one of them getting knocked out of the tournament so that they've got an opportunity to win. So it is pretty much swings and roundabouts there. Newcastle got Bournemouth. Man United got Burnley. So there you go. Some of the others, I can't remember off the top of my head, but they are the ones what I think seem to be the more important ones. So yeah, Carabao Cup is looking interesting, but yeah, it's got one of the biggest matches. Liverpool are cursed when it comes to these tournaments. We've got Real Madrid in the next round of the Champions League. Now we've got Man City. all we need now is Arsenal in the third round of the FA Cup just to really round things off. So yeah, other than that, breaking news. Yesterday it was announced which club badge Aston Villa are going with next season. Yeah, I mentioned this in the first video of this series on Monday. It is now been revealed that this is the new Aston Villa club badge going from 2023 to 2024. So yeah, let me know what you think of this club badge. I absolutely love it. I think it reminds me of like Man City, Chelsea. It really modernises it. The other one looked more, the one they're using now looks more like a shield. This looks like a proper badge. So yeah, I think the Aston Villa supporters have done really well with voting for this. Yeah, like I said, join me tonight for the other watch along, which is Birmingham Sunderland. We've got watch alongs all this weekend. Internet permitting, of course. Obviously, we're doing Wolves v Arsenal on Saturday. We're doing Brighton, Aston Villa, Fulham, Man United. We're packing it all in this weekend. We have got a week hiatus. No football next week. I'm going to try and do the Lionesses on Tuesday if that game is televised. So yeah, we're all building up to the World Cup. So there's going to be lots of World Cup squad reveals. I've got loads to get through over the next week. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I've been David in Real Life Football. This has been Off the Crossbar. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later on this evening. Bye for now.